Welcome back, ladies and gents, to FACEIT TV for, of course, the Oceania League. And we do have ourselves Immunity versus Trident, and they'll be playing on Dust 2. How's it going? I wanted to do like a really awkward handoff, but you're just not even speaking.
Yeah, I think we both wanted to troll each other.
Yeah.
I think I won just by staring at you.
You just usually win troll battles. So.
I was born this way. I was born a troll. That's not a good thing for me.
Is that on your
I
CV?
suppose.
I mean, do you inform your employers of this?
No, I just wait until it's too late to get rid of me, and I'm like, "Hi guys, I'm a troll. Let's go."
God damn
so
it, James.
I've been looking forward to this match actually. Immunity, I quite like the Immunity team, and Trident obviously they are the team who qualified through the qualifiers. Just generally how people qualify through qualifiers. Yeah, so we are into the knife round now. Let's have a look at that.
One thing to note about Immunity is that, of course, they were able to be the first team ever to beat Vox in a best of 3 ever at the PTG LAN, and James of this team, not James of FACEIT, who's sitting next to me, but James of this team actually won the MVP award of that event, and he actually got given a factory new tiger tooth gut knife for that.
Really?
Which I'm told that he should have equipped for this match.
I would have gone if I would have known about that. I wouldn't have really. It's too far away. I've got a gut knife already. So, looks like Immunity are the favourites, which they should be. They're the only team. They are the only team now who have not lost a match in the league.
Yeah,
they're 100%.
I mean, they're the team that are potentially looking the strongest at the moment, potentially.
Potentially looking the strongest at the moment, potentially.
Yeah, in Oceania. I mean, it's hard to say, of course, because, I mean...
Why do you English?
I mean, if we look at the last LAN with all these teams, okay, then you're going to say, okay, the last LAN speaks for itself. They were able to beat Vox. They took #1, Chiefs took #2. Vox, they forfeited to actually fly out to Katowice, so they didn't play their bronze match, so they finished 4th because of that, instead of potentially finishing 3rd if they won the bronze match. So there's that. Like, those are the standings there in that sense. So in that sense, I'm going to say, okay, Team Immunity with the last LAN result are looking very, very good. Like, potentially the better team at the moment on the up. And so as you said, then they haven't lost a map yet in our league. So they are in great stead at the moment to actually maybe be that top 1 team that goes to LAN.
I think Trident might be my favourite logo at the moment. Elevate's logo is quite good in North America, but big fat Trident, man. I like it.
You feel like Poseidon.
My dual Berettas are called Poseidon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Well, pistol round has begun. Let's kick it off here.
We've got some early presence towards B, but at the same time we have an information play, I think, from digz on short. We've got the xertz just re-smoking mid. So after having 3 people in the B tunnels, they're not going to push B. They've been given long for free, it seems, but they're only going to push long on its own without pushing short at the same time. But they are going to get the frag, actually, and take control of it. Oh, he just gets absolutely wrecked by that shot to the head there. It's going to be the T's in control of long now, and the bomb is going to come short. So we should see a plant here. Going to be 3 CTs going for the retake. Make that 2. One of them has fallen.
So here we go. We have... the bomb down now. You can see James there with their Tech 9, and it's going to be pretty easy for them to hold on to this now. That said, though, it does go to 2-on-2, but that bomb is ticking away. There is a kid, actually. So here we go. In goes xertz now, able to get himself closer and closer, but there's still 2 players. There's 6 HP on him, and he's going to get taken down by James. So, well, going to be interesting to see how Steve is going to run the calls here on the CT side now, because Trident going to be in that horrible economic stance with losing that pistol round. And they've done the smart thing, actually. Of course, for many teams, you could potentially expect that pistol armor, but they've said, okay, you know what, we're just going to get light investment, just some P250s and a nade, and that's it. And that's very smart on a map like this, where you want to get the high economy setups going very quickly. But there's the Noah stack in middle there. Will they get anything from that? Bomber is trying to cross over, and he will make it successfully.
Okay, I think we're going to see another plant there. I think that's, is that xertz on long? It is indeed. So at least they have control of that for the time being, but there's a Tech 9 in tow from Rickeh. He's going to have to be careful there. Going to fall back to blue. While Imagine is on the hunt there with the P90. He gets one frag. Bit of dancing, not going to find a second one. Arez managed to out-aim a P90. That does not happen every day. And I think it was because Imagine was trying to use it honestly, but it's not an honest gun, Dan. You got to spray that down. you got to use it like a water cannon versus innocent children. No remorse, no surrender. Am I going too far?
Why innocent children? Why do they come into this? Is it because they're susceptible to water cannons more so than regular people?
I suppose their their buoyancy. Let's not even go into the technical details of this.
Oh dear. This is not looking good, is it? And we're going to have the push in middle here from the CETs. Tridents going to make their way in, but they are going to get eliminated by these
look at Yam. He's going nuts.
He's got a Tech 9. Why wouldn't he be?
He's going nuts. He's going almonds. Dan.
I like almonds.
I named my Tech 9 Godless because that's how it seems at the moment.
So I have a question for you though, just ignoring that statement completely. We've got a double up here, but do we say Ares is the name?
Ares.
Ares or Ares, because I want to say Ares, but it's probably Ares. I don't know.
I sometimes say Ares, but I think it's Ares. I think it's Ares.
Sound a bit hillbilly with the Ares. Here we go. Push into the B-bomb site. Double ops. All the ops here. 4 ops on the map still. After that frag from xertz, you can see that they wanted to get 4 men onto the B-bomb site through the tunnels there, looking for that entry, but it just did not happen. And now it's plan B. What has SnypeR got in the bag here for his team? Well, it's like that is going to be that for him. So at least he can call the shots now from the def cam, but this is looking like it's going to be all down to these individual plays from these AWPers to open up the map here. And Rickeh is going to actually pick up the kill onto xertz. And in comes Erez, able to make the double kill on James and Rickeh, and that's going to shut down the round.
Have you played Injustice Gods Among Us? The character Ares is in that, and he is amazing. I like playing the heal characters in fighting games.
We're going to call him Ares.
And his super is nuts.
We're doing it.
Ares, yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. It's a good name. Oh no. Ares.
Ares has left the building.
Gets sent to Valhalla straight away.
Ares is supposed to get like powered up on conflict, but I don't think it worked out for him on that occasion.
Oh dear, heavy pressure there on the A-long house as well. From Marto there.
Oh, lower tunnel push here from Steve, and he is going to take down Imagine, but the rest of it. Oh, he's just going to get absolutely wrecked through the smoke there. Timing frag. 2 versus 3 now, and it's just mayhem at the moment. We've got pushes on long from the CTs, we've got pushes on short from the CTs. The long push from Marto is not going to go in favour of the CTs, so we've got digz with an AWP now versus 3. And all the Ts are quite spread out, so if digz does go for a pusher, he may get flanked from A. We'll see if that happens, as SnypeR's in position to do so. He's not going to get the angle in time. So if he finds a frag onto Rickeh here, unbeknownst to him, he may have a chance to defuse a bomb. Rickeh's got to be careful. He's got to waste time. He's got to try and survive here. He goes down. Where is SnypeR? He's finally managed to catch up. He's going to fake the defuse and get shot straight in the head with the Tech 9. So we've got a pause coming in. Hopefully it will be a short one. Has our prize winner claimed his CZ? I'm wondering if he's...
Did he even want the CZ?
No.
Because
he's like, no, I don't want it.
But he could have chosen the other. What about the other skins? He could have chosen any one of those.
I think the other skins are worse.
Well, maybe he doesn't think that. Maybe he's got 10 stat track twist CZs.
One was a box standard Galil, and I don't even know what the other one was. So I don't know. We'll figure out what we do with it. I don't even know if it's worth anything. But yeah, I expect many of our case openings will be like that. But it's going to be fun when we open something nice, like a Bison.
Bison.
Like a Bison.
Hey, you know, so it's a team immunity. They have they've been together for almost as not as long as Vox, but they've been together the second longest amount of time to Vox, which is interesting.
Stability is good.
Yeah.
But this push means instability for the STTs, as they are all going to get cut down, apart from Ares, as that silenced M4 ran out of bullets. But he has 20 HP and a minute 20 to try and save a gun. Not going to happen. Oh, wow, he went flying. He got launched from a cannon right there.
Indeed. Indeed. And one of the reasons I brought up that point is because in the European, the kind of CIS scene, that's like being together for a year is actually quite a long time. There's only like a couple teams that can claim that, like Virtus.pro and Na'Vi or something. But Na'Vi now have switched to players, so now it's just Virtus.pro. But look at this. We have ourselves xertz moving through the smoke. Our middle, they're all going to pass them by. Now, if his timing is perfect, he might be able to catch them off guard.
Oh, he's got an AK as well. He could get the spray down here. There's two. A crossfire, too much.
Gorgeous.
Where is James? James going for the flank of his own.
Alright, so James doesn't have much in the way of options here. He's going to have to pull out a monstrous clutch. They don't have armor, so he's really got that in his favor. But they do have an AK on xertz. He's got a minute left, so James has a lot of positives in this, but will get eliminated by the AK-47.
Dan, you might say he was immunized by Trident.
No, I might not.
No?
No, I wouldn't say that, actually.
You know yam is slang in London for eating something.
Is it really?
Yeah, like I'd say I'm yamming on a piece of chicken. Or something to, you know, like that.
That's interesting.
It's pretty hardcore slang. It's hardcore.
Yeah. I've never heard that before, actually.
Yeah. I'll tell you why.
I'm not London.
I'll tell you why you haven't learned. Yeah, you're not urban enough, let's say.
I'm not urban enough. I'm not gangster.
You're not a brother.
All right, so Steve there watching over middle, going to be able to actually get the job. Oh, goodness, he doesn't take Imagine down. I don't believe it. SnypeR's going to be going for that CT spawn smoke here for his team as he's looking potentially to get himself on that B-bomb site. They have left Yam here towards A, and he's got that smoke, and that's actually going to allow him to just drop straight down in the smoke whilst covering his teammates on CT. This is beautiful. Look at this. Straight in. If there was a CT there, would have been taken down. We've got Marto now pushing in from A long, but the site take is already underway. Got SnypeR with the kill, the in-game leader, the ex-Vox player is going to be getting that bomb planted. I think he's got his knife is called Dr. Oppenheimer, which is quite awesome, actually.
I was just thinking, who I don't know what that is.
Oppenheimer is the guy, the scientist who is responsible for the atomic bomb. He was the leader of the Manhattan Project.
Ooh, nice. Is that the bomb where they launched it, then they said, now we are all sons of bitches?
Well, I guess.
And it was called Fat Boy, right?
I don't know about that, actually. I don't know. Is it? You're right? Okay.
Producer Reese says I'm right.
Okay.
Do you even history, bro?
Hey, you didn't even know who Oppenheimer was?
Yeah, but I know the name. I know the name of the bomb. I know the famous phrase afterwards. Okay, that's more pieces of information than your measly one piece of information, Mr. DDK.
I gave you his name.
Mr. Capadia.
His role. And the name, name of the project.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
three little bits of information.
I guess I'm losing now.
Okay, double up in for
I need
Trident.
more bits. It was dropped in Japan. Okay, we're tied. We'll call it a draw, no overtime.
They need three ops to be the true Trident, though. Three
I like that, Dan. I like that.
3 prongs. But we do have the quick push coming in. No prongs required here for immunity. The good enough for Rickeh to take down Ares there. But the smoke's actually covering pretty well for Trident to get through the doors quickly enough. And xertz going in with a 5-7, tapping away. But it's going to be the trades coming in. And Steve still in that corner. I don't believe it. Taking down Imagine. And James is now left with 14 HP. And SnypeR, who was on the flank with it all to do to save this round for his team. Able to take down Marto. But digz will get him in the end. And then Steve... that nice little headshot there. And that's actually a very well held rush, and it's all thanks to those smokes.
We love prongs here at FACEIT. Prongs.
All the prongs.
And hard Ds.
I'm not going to justify that with a response. Because anyone who has just tuned in, now you've said that.
Hey, they can watch the VODs.
No one watches VODs these days, please. Fast push here with the Tech 9s. and they've always got to watch out for that. Got to be afraid of that. In they come. There is the spray from xertz. He has the fear of God in him though, with those Tech 9s rushing in, but it's actually going to be held relatively well at this point. They still have to make their way through some significant choke points, despite James making the frag from CT spawn towards digz, and things looking interesting now. But Ares with the spray, going to be able to lock it down. Bomb is now on the ground there in the B-bomb site, and this should be pretty easy to clean up. There is Imagine, and there it is. That's the round there for Trident.
Dan, we've got a game on our hands. 4-6 in favor of Immunity, but the money is not looking peak at the moment. Let's see, they're going to bring out the Force Buy, which includes a Scout on Yam. Going to throw over to SnypeR, see if SnypeR can Yam some of these Trident players. As we have with our newfound slang.
Well, James is going to get the opening on Long, taking down Marto. And they have a lot of map control now. They've got Long, and they've got Catwalk, they've got Upper Dark, and they've got the Xbox area around the double doors. So they're actually pushing Trident around quite a lot at the moment. You can see the response there, but digz able to take down SnypeR just with the pistol. And that is important now because they can't get that double-pronged attack going for themselves just yet. They do have Imagine trying to reclaim Catwalk, but can he do it?
We are about to find out as the duel with digz, excuse me, is about to happen. I think we may have a flash coming in from lower B. In fact, that's exactly what's going to happen. That will be a free kill here for Imagine. Second frag coming in towards the A bomb site. Trade's coming in, but only one player remaining. That is Ares, and he will not be the king of violence on this round. Immunity going to extend their lead back to 3, as they are 7-4 up now versus Trident. Trident with a complete lack of money on their side, and it's not going to be the jumble sell buy just yet. 5-7 and a smoke on xertz. Other than that, not much going on.
Yeah, definitely looking interesting here as Immunity take a big advantage. But xertz once again with these sneaky plays through the smoke, and he's going to pick himself up a weapon, an AK-47 for him, as they get swarmed. They do on middle. Yam having to spin around, frantically looking for these kills as he's assaulted. In they go, these CTs, relentless. But it's going to be Imagine cleaning it up from top mid. So he is going to bring the calm to the storm. As it's just xertz left. He's still got the AK though, so he can still be quite dangerous. As Imagine is like watching all over the shop here. He's going to be cleaning it up, and Immunity pick up another round. They didn't sustain too much damage, just 2 players lost. So they're happy, I think. And now the 4-buy for Trident. It's going to feature 2 AWPs again.
xertz, no armor for him. He's gone all in here. All the chips are over the line as Trident looks to bring this to a 7-8 score. So it's going to be a flash from a teammate, and he's going to leg him. Rickeh's going to get legged and find the frag. Yam with the second AWP kill. 1:30 on the clock, and 2 of the Trident players are dead. That exchange at mid was very unfortunate, but credit to Rickeh for standing up and bearing all to allow himself to be shot in the leg rather than the chest.
Yeah, actually, it reminds me of a very interesting point strategically, but we'll get into that in a moment when it comes to these AWPs on this map. You know, James opening up onto Marto as well, so just Steve left, he's going to go down. So to try to make this point quickly, I think there was a change in the way Envious played this map, where they, triple AWP, oh my god. Immunity have to try it out. They got it out, James. I'm not sure if I have time to make this point. Actually, I do, because they're on a pistol save here. So I think the way Envious switched their strategy really tells you a lot. They used to have Smiths with AWPing being the sole AWPer, generally speaking, before they would pull out the double AWP later with shocks. And the way that it would work is he would always go and attack middle straight away at the beginning of the round. Even if there's another AWPer on T-spawn, Smiths will try to challenge him. He'll throw over the flash, and he'll try to get the one-on-one with the AWP. What happened is that because the AWP setups are so expensive on this map and so risky for CTs, what happened is now Smith doesn't AWP. He just goes straight to B and shocks AWPs defensively. They just don't challenge middle anymore because it's so risky. Because if you're against some of the best AWPers in the world, especially 4 AWPs. Okay, it's the last round of the of the first half here. But yeah, it's basically just the fact that early round you're taking a risk as CTs when instead you can rely on your setups. So that's the.
So they've gone more for the
more for the individuals.
More conservative play than the high variance or the variance.
Yeah,
play.
exactly. That's how Envious are playing.
Shock's playing on short as opposed to mid.
Yeah, and this is actually position that he's playing. Where we just saw Steve with his orb. That's where Shocks would typically play on the crossover there, defending those pushes. But push there. So 2 players down for immunity. So this is a decent start for Trident here. As we do have a very tentative approach now from Trident. xertz, you know he wants to push into that smoke. You know it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Actually, we'll get to Envy at half time, but for now, 2-man advantage here for Trident as they try to go for a 5-10. Not a good hand in poker, but it'll have to do here if they can eke out this round. There's the bomb as well. This should be theirs now. Last 2 remaining players in B. Not sure. I don't think they'll hear that running in the B Halls area. Yeah, I'm going to get a frag here, but he's got 2 people to contend with lower. Oh, that's going to be a nasty, meaty frag onto SnypeR. So Yam versus 4. He's not going to do it. 5-10 in favor of immunity. And I was going to say, I wonder, like, with regards to how Envy have changed their approach on the CT side with the AWP going towards B rather than challenging mid. You know, second AWP, but quite a few of them are poker players. I'm wondering if they're going for a more solid style, basically, over the high-risk play. A bit more TJ Cloutier than Gus Hansen, you might say.
Yeah, I mean, it is a really interesting switch, and there was one tournament. Well, we'll get to that later. Do the pistol, getting ahead of ourselves here with these interesting facts. But
getting carried away, Dan.
Yeah,
getting carried away. You got to calm yourself down, Dan. Calm down.
Reminding me of certain things, I just can't help myself. But okay,
I'm leading you astray.
Yam able to take the kill onto marto straight away, so that's quite nice.
That's a bad duel for the T's in mid because USPS has the most superior range of the stock pistols in this game. So, like, if Yam got shots in the head there's no guarantee that he would die.
Steve's going to go for it, this quick push here, but there's another player to support. But where is he? He's too slow. He was setting up the grenade, and because of that, he's going to lose his teammate straight away. So it's a 3-on-2 now, but still the advantage. But there's the pop from Rickeh once again, and James going to finish it off. Immunity taking the pistol, and what was looking to be a close game is now separating quite dramatically. So
yeah, if they don't get ecoed here by Trident, then things are looking very rosy indeed here for Team Immunity.
Yeah, again, statistically, like these second round buyouts, they work a significant amount of time, over a third of the time these buyouts work actually, especially with the Tech 9s going in. So you can see the smoke there for that B split. So this is going to be an explosive play from Trident with these Tech 9s. Oh, Rickeh's got big pop-up pump. He's ready.
That nade not doing too much damage onto Ares. Rickeh though, how many frags can he get? He misses the first shot, gets the second one by that time it's too late to get a third. And look at that, 32 bullets just firing away. No need to reload, but still no frag. No control over that gun. That gun is like... okay, I have no... I was gonna start with something absurd, but I couldn't find a finish for it then. But maybe I'll come back to it in future.
I'm surprised you don't just think of these like outrageous analogies beforehand, write them down. Maybe you should start doing that.
If I had started talking about that one and had no finish, it would have been we would have been in a very weird place. To MP7 coming out for Rickeh. Not every day you see that.
Oh my goodness! What is this from marto? That Glock burst. It is satisfying. That used to be the only way you could really kill someone realistically in 1.6 was like close range with that burst to their head. That was super satisfying in 1.6. I love that. That was really good against those armor helmet opponents. But yeah, 5-13. We're gonna get the buy round. All AKs here. Yeah, I'm gonna go. That is exactly the Smith's kind of old school play. Flash over the top, the close range peek, but he doesn't get the kill. Yeah,
he's toying with him. He's baiting him.
They are so brave, they keep challenging him here, but they maybe want to keep him there so the player on lower dark can push him and punish, but that didn't happen, so that's a free kill for Yam.
Digz got tagged as well, down to 47 HP through the door. So their challenge has not gone the way of Trident. Their prongs are being bent Uri Geller style and being rendered harmless. Digz, I don't know if his scalp was shown there on the short area, but he will retreat. And Rickeh going to win the duel in CT spawn as well. xertz trying to charge in. The Trident players are all dying one by one. No trades coming in for the T side here.
And xertz diving through that smoke as he so loves to do it, it seems. Ooh, Aries going to be able to pick up Rickeh. That's going to make it a 2-on-4, but still, options are limited here for Tridents, as with 2 players to a site, Team Immunity can certainly defend well. However, usually in this situation, A's going to be weaker as the long player and the A player are separated a greater distance than the B players.
Yeah, but James just had a quick peek into B tunnels, a very quick shoulder peek there, and then a full peek. Saw nobody there, and both players rotating out of the B bomb site. SnypeR pushing long as well, so they've got the information from that peek. And it's down to Marto now. He should get a bomb plant here, but how much else he'll be able to get is a question. He's up against 3. We've got jumping orbs coming in. Gets the first frag, brings it down to 1v2, but that's going to be that. And SnypeR and Iain will clean up, get the defuse, and pick up the orb if they didn't have it already.
Alright, so we're going to have a pause coming in. Alright, so yeah, there was, to go back to this point with how Envious approached Dust 2, there was this tournament. I actually think it was MOG actually. I think it was that tournament because, or it might be one before, but it was around that period. And okay, the pause is okay. Damn it! I'll get there in the end.
No story time for that. So we've got a push
later.
up mid here. Oh, it's going to be. Is it going to be low tunnel? I believe it is. That's Emagine, who's just hanging around. We're going to have 2 people to challenge him. He's standing in the smoke there. We'll see who finds who first, if they have any idea where he is. Oh, he's pushed up mid, in hiding behind the smoke, in fact. So he could get 2 frags, but the flank's coming in now, unbeknownst to both teams. Oh, he's not going to be able to get xertz down. The frag onto short takes down Yam as well. This is going good for Trident, and they need this round. They are 1 round away from facing match point here if Immunity prove victorious. 2 versus 4 now. SnypeR going to get tapped down to Rickeh and the AWP on B versus 4.
And they are gunning for him. They will get the frag as well. So that, I have to say, I know that's, I mean, okay, well, I guess it depends if you know Team Immunity or not, because we've seen it many times that players are trying to use that smoke and trying to hide in it. That's like really common actually. And that's there's 2 purposes to that smoke. To either do that or to be aggressive or to be safe crossing. So it feels like something.
Dan, we've got quadruple scouts.
Oh, okay. I'll have to come back to this. Never enough time, James. These points.
The last time I saw 4 scouts was Envy. That's the only time I've seen 4 scouts. But now Immunity have brought it back. It's been a long time coming, Dan, and it's reared its ugly head.
We're down to just 1 scout now on SnypeR. And actually, A is not really well defended, and they're going for the A play.
That's a very bizarre way of trying to peek there from Rickeh. Doesn't work out for him either. I think I might be back to the drawing board on that one. Ooh, that's going to be a juicy nade onto SnypeR, down to 25 HP. But he will get the frag onto Marto. So now we have a 2 versus 2 and make the 2 versus 1. But both these players are very scoutable indeed. That scout is basically an AWP now as well. So we'll find his location and get the hell out of dodge.
Nice.
Nice snap frag there as well. I was going to say the bomb was in a precarious position because it was on long. So SnypeR could have potentially ruined the round for them. You can see they were careful about trying to cross a slope. But it will be another round in favor of Trident. Another force buy here from Immunity as well. They've got the they've got the rounds to play with, so why the hell not?
All right, so just 2 rounds for Immunity to bring this one to a close, and Trident's now with a good buy, and they've close to breaking Immunity's economy, so they have traversed the long and dusty road, and they are finding themselves closer and closer to the grassy green areas. The oasis.
The grassy knoll, then.
The grassy knoll. They found the oasis in the desert. They can see it. It's not a mirage. They know it's real, but they just have to win this this round to bring it about.
If you're seeing weird grenades flying left and right, it's not Uri Geller. It's just GoTV being weird. So don't worry about that. They're going in straight lines.
All right, so Rickeh going to be able to take down Steve. The trade coming in, that's some positioning potentially gained here, some map control gained by Trident for this push on A that they were trying to build. But yeah, I'm going to shut down digz, and that's really, really crucial. Oh, he gets Ares as well, leaving just Marto. And this is a disaster now for Trident. He's only got 2 HP. This is going to be pretty difficult. Does take down Yaman, but there's the flick shot from Emagine, and that will be the frag. So 15-7, match point now for Immunity. They have done an excellent job so far. And it's just one more round for them, and it's a force up for Trident, and it doesn't look too good.
Was that Ares on long who died?
Yes.
Like he was in the middle of long, completely exposed, no cover, and he switched. He pressed QQ and pulled his pistol and his gun out and jumped for no reason and left himself unable to mount any kind of offense. But it's going to be a straight B push here. digz trying to look away from that flashbang. They are going to get the frag. There's a little bit of a trade here. But Rickeh going to come in. Well, he's going to try and stop the plant there, but he's going to fall as well. He's also going to give them a gun to pick up. See if they can grab it. For now, it's 2 AKs and 2 Tech 9s versus 2 M4s and a Naught. Or if he goes for the short, oh, that's going to be... landed on top, but the flames may do the job. SnypeR falls. They know there's a flank, and he's jumped up to short as well, so he could go for an even bigger flank. digz going to get annihilated there by Iain, but now Immunity more concerned about their back rather than their front.
So imagine they would take down Marto. Can he get anything else here? Because that's actually quite important, because Trident don't have much cash. If they can keep the money low despite them winning these rounds. Ooh, almost got the last kill in Ares as well. But yeah, you can see the situation here. They don't have any money to really play with, so had he been actually able to get that last kill, there wouldn't be an AWP in the hands of Trident in this round, which definitely would be troubling for them. But we're going to see the full save from Immunity, as their economy has been finally broken after all this time. And so far, so good for Trident. They're able to take the first couple kills towards B. xertz was over by upper dark as they pushed him. He just easily gobbles up those kills. It's a SnypeR, unexpected in the doors, picking off xertz. He was alone. That's a weapon for him. So things could get a little bit annoying, but still a big, strong push to be had on the A site.
A bit of carelessness there from xertz. Just assuming freedom. And being taken down by capitalists. So 6 rounds behind now are Trident. Still a difficult situation on the money here for Immunity. May see the odd grenade, odd pistol being brought up, but I think they need to be sensible about this one. But yeah, back to Ares on long. Like pressing QQ for no reason is something that people used to do in 1.6 a lot. It was like a tick, made your gun feel fresher and so on. But there was, you know, got to be careful about doing that stuff because it can put you in a position where your hands are basically tied behind your back. Another eco here, second eco for Immunity. They've managed to do a bit of damage here. Actually, now things are getting serious because the double flank is coming in. We've got somebody top mid, but Emagine is behind him. And he's gonna get out of mid just in time.
He's got an AWP as well. That's actually quite awesome for them. After that double eco, that's
a pot of gold right there.
And no leprechauns to be seen. Alright, so...
You're saying Imagine's a leprechaun?
No, I'm saying that if there's a pot of gold, there should be leprechauns, but there were none in this case. Do you know anything about pots of gold, James?
Nope.
Alright, so... You're gonna get this frag? Oh, you will get it! So you've never chased a rainbow to the end?
No. Have you?
No.
Okay.
But I've heard stories, James. They sound kind of plausible.
I don't know where to go with this, Dan. Have you ever ridden a bicycle over the moon? No.
No.
Okay.
I would like to go to space though. Like when there's.
I'd like to blast you into space, Dan.
When there's commercial space flights, that you can actually you do commercial space flights now? I think maybe.
Oh, people are paying for them already.
Yeah.
But I don't know when the first mission will be.
Okay, guys, we have ourselves a fast timing push on short here to get a really good angle on lower dark, and there's the boost. Oh, the boost! Oh no, Yaman does get eliminated. That is gutting. That is gutting. That's the first time they tried that as well, so pulling it out of the bag of tricks. Seems like it's not going to go their way this time.
Yeah, their bag was turned into a pinata. That pinata was Yam. Yam got yammed, you might say.
You might say, but not me.
Okay, I'm going to leave that slang alone now. It's kind of crap.
Agreed. Alright, so that the smoke's actually being renewed. So this strong presence from Immunity, you can see how it's kind of pressuring Trident away from Catwalk, and they're not comfortable to actually even have a player try to even think about pushing A long at the moment because they don't have cat control. So at the moment, Immunity kind of hurting them towards B a little bit, although they are a man down. So are they going to get to defend? Because they've only got one person on that bomb site. This is going to be really tough to deal with. It's Rickeh, and the spray coming in from Marto. It's going to be the frag, regardless, from Steve as they make their way in. And Immunity are going to lose this round, it would seem, as that bomb is going to be planted, and they are sent packing over towards the A side of the map. There is actually a player that might be able to do some damage here. I think it's digz, but Imagine will silence him. The challenges coming in onto these saving players of Immunity, but they really need to keep these weapons alive, because actually Trident can, from this position, can absolutely force this overtime.
Yeah, this is starting to get scary now for Immunity, but they're cutting down the entire Trident team. And again, they're all chasing, like they know there's someone in the pit, so why is he even trying to face him down long instead of going with his teammate to try and get the closer range on the second player? I don't know. But once again, that round has been a lot more expensive than it needed to be. And look at the money on Trident. I mean, really, like if they had planned that hunt better once they identified where the Immunity players were, then it could have been a bit more profitable for them. But instead, Immunity have 2 AWPs now on round 27.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting here. So, very default setup from them here. But the quick push onto that B bomb site. Yam with a quick shot onto digz through the smoke. Goes for the flick, won't find it. And this big play from Trident to win this bomb site has been a success. But here comes the reinforcements. There's 3 players left for Immunity against the 2 remainders of Trident. In goes SnypeR. Oh, the no-nonsense push coming in before the bomb can go down. Steve with it all to do. 2 players more, and Steve gets the second one. Rickeh goes down to the AWP. That smoke is going to cut him off, but he doesn't care. Straight through the smoke, goes for the shot, but SnypeR gets the kill, and Immunity are going to close it out 16-11. And there you go. It was a valiant effort for them to try to bring it back, but in reality, Immunity too strong.
Great comeback there, and he was like that close to taking it to one more round there for Trident. So great comeback, but unfortunately it wasn't enough versus Immunity, and they continue their unbeaten streak, their clean sheet. Indeed.
There's actually a point that I wanted to make that kind of you reminded me of, that was an extra point about the envious thing with Dust 2, because it's so interesting how their game kind of changed based on some stuff that happened. So there's this one result where when Smith was challenging mid, as we were talking before, because that's what we saw in this game here, the mid-challenge style of AWPing from the CT. There was this one game, I think it was Emoji, where basically Smith got completely, it was against CLG, and he got completely shut down by Peter. Peter was just basically just wrecking him, more or less. So Smith in this game, all he got to do was essentially go for these AWP duels again and again and just lose again and again. Then when he was like, I'm not so confident to go for these AWP duels, he lacked confidence generally because he hadn't been hitting anything. He'd just been getting decimated. So his confidence as an AWPer, which of course is a gun that requires huge confidence because you get one chance oftentimes, especially on the top level, you need to be able to have your confidence to hit the shots. So by taking these duels and being shut down in the round and just being sat, just like watching his teammates at the start of so many rounds, is horribly just demotivating. So I think that was another factor that came into play, because now, as James said, they play Smiths on B with the AWP, and he only gets the AWP after Shox picks it up first. Shox becomes the kind of primary AWPer. So this is a very interesting switch in style to a more passive, more safe, more consistent style that they can play on CT now. So that was the kind of full point explored there that I wanted to make about that. And that's a very interesting thing about how CT side is played, because economically it's very tough on CTs. Yeah, absolutely. Well, great showing there by Immunity once again. And we'll see if they can extend their unbeaten lead in the next play day of the Oceania League. Absolutely, they look super on point. Can't wait for it. So, guys, it's been that's it for now. Unfortunately, I wish there was more, but as James said, we'll see you next time. That's all from me and him. So have an awesome night, awesome evening, awesome afternoon, wherever you are. We'll see you next time.